Let's make beef chow mein. We're gonna need steamed egg noodle, some sugar, soy sauce, oyster sauce, some baking soda, some shredded lettuce. You can use cabbage or whatever vegetable you like. I use the cabbage because that's what I have, and bell peppers. You can use any vegetables, and don't forget your minced garlic. Let's go. First, you're gonna chop off your beef. You can use chicken, you can use shrimp, whatever your choice of protein. I am using a round eye chuck. You're gonna cut it into slices like that, as thin as you can, or if you like it thicker, it's up to you. It's your food. Did you know chow mein means stir fry egg noodle? Chow means stir fry, mein is the egg noodle. So if you have chow fun, it's stir fry flat rice noodle. Bet you didn't know that. And lo mein is just noodles that has not been stir fried. How do I know? Google. Alright, so continue slicing your meat as much as you can. Slice, slice, slice. And place all of it in a bowl. I'm going to place my chunks in the bowl for the marinade. What you want to do is going to put some oyster sauce, soy sauce, and then you can add some baking soda. This is to velvet your beef. Should always velvet your beef, makes it easier to eat and more delicious. For the sauce, you're gonna have soy sauce, sugar's already been added in the bowl, and last and final, oyster sauce. That's it. Now cut up your vegetables. Again, I'm using bell peppers because that's what I have in my fridge. Use what you got. You can use onions, cabbage, carrots, bok choy, whatever vegetables you would like. And I'm gonna go ahead and toss it in my strainer, and make sure you do wash your vegetables. Always wash your vegetables. And don't mind me, my daughter decided to ask me something. Alright, in a pan, medium high heat, add some oil. I'm using vegetable corn oil. You can use whatever oil you would like. Spread that out. And first you can add some minced garlic. Then go ahead and saute it for a little bit, make it nice and fragrant. Then add your beef. You gotta make sure you spread out the beef, make sure it's not overlapping. That way you can cook it thoroughly. Alright, now he lets it for a few minutes before I start stir frying it. Go ahead and mix it around and make sure you flip to the other side and cook both sides. You will make sure you have cooked each side so it's sizzling and it's not too pink. And on this side I have my boiling hot water for the noodles later. Alright, so cook it to, I say, medium, because you will throw it back in the pan later. And you do not want to overcook your protein. Right, now add your vegetables into the same pan This way it cooks with the juices of the beef, makes it even more fragrant and tastes better. Stir fry it as much as you want. Keep in mind, lettuce and cabbage do become soggy if you overcook them, so just keep your eye out for that. Stir fry for another minute or so, depending on how crunchy you like it. I still like a little crunch in my vegetables, so I don't stir fry for that long. Alright, now plate, shove it to the side. I had my egg noodles branching on the other side next to me. Now we are going to transfer it over to the pan first. Get that oil in there. So you always want to add a little bit more oil to the pan. Transfer the noodles in. You want it to sit on the pan for a little bit before you start mixing it in, because you want to get a nice fry on the noodles. You're gonna go ahead and mix it around. Make sure it gets cooked and tossed around before you add your meat back in. Now add your meat, your protein, put in your sauce, put it on the edges, and then slowly go in. Then mix. Make sure you get all your noodles, your baked meat into that sauce. You want to get that sauce all coated into that noodles. And you're gonna stir fry for another minute. And mix it. Make sure you get it all nice. And then there you go. Beef chow mein. Doesn't that look delicious? Beef chow mein. Always get this at the Chinese cafes. Ooh, it's hot and nice. Now that's delicious. The meat is nice and tender. Tasty, good. And it's so simple, so easy to make. See you next time. Bye.